Imagine a town where people vanish without a trace, leaving nothing but echoes of their existence. Welcome to the heart of our story, a seemingly ordinary place with an extraordinary mystery. This is a town where the ordinary hum of daily life is punctuated by an unsettling rhythm of unexplained absences. A place where people don't just leave, they disappear, swallowed by silence, leaving a void filled with questions. This town, like any other, carries a history, but this one is steeped in unnerving tales of unexplained disappearances. As the years have passed, the frequency of these vanishings has only grown, each one adding a chilling note to an already eerie melody. The mystery of these disappearances isn't merely a puzzle to solve, it's a sinister symphony that reverberates through every home, every alley, and every heart. In the midst of this enigma, we find Sarah, a woman whose life is inextricably tied to the town's chilling legacy. A prodigal daughter returning to her roots, Sarah's journey is a personal one. Her younger sister, like so many others, was swallowed by the town's mystery, leaving Sarah with a void that echoes with the pain of loss and the torment of unanswered questions. As Sarah steps back into the town, she's stepping into her past, a past that holds the key to the town's eerie mystery. She's drawn not merely by a desire to uncover the truth behind the town's sinister pattern, but by an urgent need to understand her sister's fate. To find answers, to find closure, she must delve into the heart of the mystery, peel back layers of secrets, and confront the echoes of her own past. The past isn't always a forgotten tale. Sometimes it echoes back, louder and clearer. In the vanishing town, the echoes of the past are not merely whispers. They are a resonating drumbeat calling Sarah to uncover the truth, to challenge the silence, and to confront the echoes of her destiny. Patterns are often hidden in plain sight, waiting for an observant eye to uncover them. Our protagonist, Sarah, with her keen sense of observation, begins to notice a disturbing pattern in the mysterious disappearances. The victims were all around the same age, their lives intertwined in the small-town tapestry. Each one was reported missing under eerily similar circumstances, vanishing without a trace. As she delves into the town's archives, she discovers that the victims were not just random individuals. They were all connected in some way, through family ties, school, or work. They were people of the town, whose absences left a void that was filled with hushed whispers and unsettled nerves. Sarah's investigation leads her to uncover a chilling trend. The disappearances did not just occur sporadically, but followed a cyclical pattern. Every few years, like clockwork, someone would vanish. The town would mourn, the search parties would eventually disperse, and life would go on, until the next disappearance reignited old fears. Sarah also notices that each disappearance was preceded by unexplained phenomena. Pets would go missing, strange sounds would echo in the night, and lights would flicker without reason. These strange occurrences, once thought to be mere coincidences, began to take on a more ominous meaning in Sarah's mind. She realizes that these patterns were not just figments of her imagination, but cold, hard facts that pointed to something far more sinister. The town she thought she knew was shrouded in a veil of secrecy, its dark underbelly revealing itself through the patterns she had unearthed. The more she dug, the more she realized that the disappearances were not isolated incidents, but part of a larger, more sinister plot. The unsettling truth was that the next victim could be anyone. It could be a friend, a neighbor, or even Sarah herself. The unseen pattern had started to unravel, hinting at a sinister plot. Every town has its secrets, but some are darker than others. As Sarah delved deeper into the annals of her hometown's history, the magnitude of these secrets came to light, casting eerie shadows over the town's seemingly idyllic facade. The investigation was akin to peeling back the layers of an onion, each layer revealing a new piece of the puzzle, yet making the eyes water even more. A pattern began to emerge, a disturbingly familiar pattern that was hard to ignore. Disappearances weren't just isolated incidents. They were part of a sinister tapestry woven into the very fabric of the town. Sarah found herself navigating a labyrinth of half-truths and outright lies. It seemed the townsfolk were silent not out of ignorance, but out of fear. Every stone unturned, every lead followed, led her deeper into the abyss of deceit. The town's history was not one of tranquility and peace, but of a darkness that lurked just beneath the surface. The truth was a twisted maze, where fact and fiction blurred, where the innocent were guilty and the guilty were vanished. The town's history was a tapestry of secrets, each thread meticulously woven to hide the truth. But Sarah was determined, for she knew that the only way out of this maze was through it. Her quest for truth was not just about the town, it was about her too. It was about her sister, her family, and the life she once knew. She was not just uncovering the town's dark history, she was confronting her own. As she dug deeper, she found herself at the heart of the mystery, the epicenter of the web, where all threads converged. And there, she found more questions than answers. But she also found a resolve, a determination to uncover the truth, no matter how terrifying or heart-wrenching it might be. The truth was elusive, buried deep within the town's dark past. But Sarah knew that the only way to bring it to light was to keep digging, to keep asking questions, to keep challenging the status quo, even if it meant unveiling a history darker than she could have ever imagined. Sometimes, the ghosts of our past are the keys to the mysteries of the present. We find ourselves in the eye of the storm with Sarah, our troubled protagonist. She's at the precipice of a revelation, a truth that's been lurking in the shadows of her past, waiting for the moment to strike like a coiled serpent. The echoes of her sister's disappearance have been ringing in her ears, growing louder and more insistent with each passing moment. Sarah's past is a maze, a labyrinth of memories and forgotten moments that she must navigate. There's a sense of urgency to her mission, a ticking clock that's growing louder with each passing second. She's not just fighting against the demons of her past, but also the demons that have taken root in her hometown. Sarah's struggle with her own past is a battle of epic proportions. It's like a wrestling match with a shadow, a fight against an opponent that knows her every move, her every weakness. It's a contest of wills, a test of her resolve. As she delves deeper into her past, she uncovers a shocking connection. Her sister's disappearance isn't an isolated incident. It's a piece of a much larger, much darker puzzle. It's a revelation that shakes her to her core, forcing her to confront the painful truth. Her sister was a victim of the same sinister force that's been plaguing the town. This realization is a turning point for Sarah. It's a moment of clarity amidst the chaos, a beacon of truth in a sea of lies. She realizes that she's not just fighting for herself, but for her sister, for the town, for all the victims who've been swallowed by the darkness. Her struggle is our struggle, a testament to the human spirit's resilience in the face of adversity. It's a reminder that the truth is often hidden in the most unlikely places, waiting to be discovered, waiting to be heard. The truth was bitter, but it was a necessary poison to swallow. The climax of a mystery is often its most shocking revelation. And so it is in our story, as the truth behind the town's tragic history unravels in a chilling cascade of revelations. Sarah, our relentless protagonist, stands at the precipice of understanding, her heart pounding with anticipation and dread. The missing pieces of the puzzle are falling into place, and with each one, the horrifying truth becomes clearer. The disappearances that have plagued the town for decades were not random. They were calculated, methodical, part of a sinister plot that ran deeper than Sarah could have ever imagined. The realization hits her like a punch to the gut. The sheer magnitude of the deception, the depth of the betrayal, leaves her reeling. But there's no time to dwell on the shock. The dark forces behind this plot are still at play, and the clock is ticking. Sarah's confrontation with these forces is a scene of raw courage and determination. The fear she's been grappling with, the demons from her past, they all take a back seat to the burning need for justice. She's not just fighting for herself anymore, she's fighting for her sister, for the countless victims whose lives were claimed by this monstrous plot. The confrontation is intense, a battle of wills that pushes Sarah to her limits. But she doesn't back down. She can't. The stakes are too high, the cost of failure too great. With every ounce of strength she has, Sarah fights back, refusing to let the dark forces claim another victim. The town's reaction to the revelation is a mix of shock, disbelief, and finally relief. The truth is harsh. It shatters their illusions of safety and shatters their trust in those they thought they knew. But it also brings closure. The disappearances that have haunted them for so long finally make sense. The fear that has gripped them is replaced by a newfound determination to put an end to the tragedy. The echoes of destiny had finally revealed their sinister tune. The climax of the mystery brings with it a sense of finality, but also a sense of hope. Hope that the cycle of tragedy can be broken, hope that justice can be served. For Sarah, the truth is a heavy burden to bear, but it's also a catalyst for change. It's the key to unlocking her past and paving the way for a brighter future. And so we reach the end of our story, the climax of our mystery. It's a story of courage and determination, of confronting the past and fighting for the future. But most of all, it's a story of hope. Hope that even in the darkest of times, the echoes of destiny can lead us to the light. The echoes of destiny had finally revealed their sinister tune. When justice prevails, even the darkest night gives way to dawn. In the throes of a town wrapped in a veil of secrets, Sarah emerged as the beacon of light, the harbinger of justice. It was not just a personal quest for her, but a fight for every soul that was lost, every life that was abruptly silenced. She was no longer the troubled woman who stepped into the town. She had transformed into a symbol of hope, a torchbearer of truth. Her relentless pursuit of justice had finally begun to bear fruit. The sinister plot that had held the town captive for decades was now exposed, its dark tendrils unraveling under the weight of truth. The fear that had lurked in every shadow, every whisper, was now being replaced by a sense of liberation, a newfound courage that radiated from Sarah's determination. Sarah's fight was not just against the dark forces at play, but also against the apathy and fear that had long gripped the town. She stood tall, her spirit unbroken, her resolve unshaken. She was not just confronting her own demons, but inspiring others to do the same. She was not just seeking justice for her sister, but for every victim who had fallen prey to the sinister plot. As the truth unfolded, the town began to stir. The people, once shackled by fear, now rallied behind Sarah. Her fight became their fight, her courage, their inspiration. The town that had once been a silent witness to the disappearances now roared with the echoes of justice. Her actions had a profound impact on the town and its people. They had finally found their voice, their strength. The veil of secrets had been lifted, the chains of fear broken. The town was no longer a silent graveyard of lost souls, but a beacon of hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit of justice. Justice had finally echoed through the town, silencing the whispers of fear. The dawn of justice had arrived, and with it the promise of a brighter, safer future. The echoes of destiny had finally found their resonance in the sweet sound of justice. Closure is often the sweetest melody in the symphony of life. As the echoes of destiny subside, Sarah finds herself bathed in the light of redemption. The once troubled young woman, haunted by the ghost of her past, now stands taller, unburdened. Her journey, while fraught with darkness and uncertainty, has led her to a place of resounding peace. In the heart of this small town, plagued for so long by a sinister force, she has unearthed a truth that was as much her own as it was the town's. The mysterious disappearances, the web of secrets and lies, all were threads intricately woven into the tapestry of her past. But as each thread was unraveled, as each secret was laid bare, Sarah found herself moving closer towards the light of understanding, towards closure. Her sister's disappearance, once a wound that refused to heal, is now a scar, a testament to her strength, her resilience. The truth, though harsh, has set her free. It has allowed her to confront her demons, to face them head-on, and in doing so, she has emerged victorious. The town, too, has found its redemption in her. In her quest for truth, she has brought justice to the victims of the sinister plot that plagued the town for decades. The cycle of tragedy has been broken, and in its stead, a newfound hope has emerged. A hope that stems from knowing that the darkness has been vanquished, and that the echoes of destiny have finally been silenced. As Sarah prepares to leave the town behind, she does so not with a heavy heart, but with a sense of fulfillment. Her journey has come full circle, and she carries with her not just the echoes of her past, but the melody of closure. She leaves knowing that she has made a difference, that she has transformed her echoes of pain into echoes of hope for the town. The echoes of destiny had finally subsided, leaving behind a melody of closure and peace.